Let's dive into artificial intelligence, or AI. While many people think of AI as something out of science fiction, it's already woven into the fabric of our daily lives in ways we often overlook. It's not just about quirky internet ads or your phone's voice assistant. AI is behind the scenes, shaping the way we shop, communicate, and even how we learn new languages or navigate our cities. AI is evolving into a global power struggle, akin to the discovery of electricity or the internet. The nations that harness its potential will shape the future, setting the rules for how technology impacts every aspect of society. The leader in AI will dominate economically and militarily, influencing global dynamics for the next century. This technology will determine who sets the pace in innovation, security, and prosperity. This isn't about smarter Roombas. It's about AI discovering life-saving medicines, managing entire power grids, diagnosing diseases, and even operating autonomous weapons that could change the face of warfare. The US and China are the main contenders in this high-stakes race, each pouring billions into research, talent, and infrastructure to gain the upper hand. America, with its tech legacy and culture of innovation, faces a formidable challenger in China, which is investing heavily to lead in AI by 2030, mobilizing resources on an unprecedented scale. This isn't a friendly competition, it's a geopolitical contest with long-term consequences for global security, economic power, and even the values that shape our digital future. The challenge is crafting a strategy that balances government support, private innovation, and international collaboration, while also addressing ethical concerns and the risks of unchecked AI development. The stakes are high, and the path forward is complex, filled with tough decisions, competing interests, and unpredictable outcomes. As we explore, some solutions may seem like forcing a square peg into a round hole, highlighting just how challenging it is to align technology, policy, and society. The future of global influence hinges on mastering this AI puzzle. Whoever cracks it first will help define the next era of human progress, and the rules everyone else must follow. When you think of Donald Trump, artificial intelligence probably isn't the first thing that comes to mind. Most people associate him with real estate, reality TV, or his time in the Oval Office, not cutting-edge technology. But during his presidency, his administration did roll out a significant policy, the American AI Initiative. This ambitious plan was designed to boost U.S. leadership in artificial intelligence, all while sticking to a classic America First approach that prioritized national interests. A central promise was to redirect federal funding toward AI research, echoing how the internet itself was born from government investment decades ago. The idea was to fuel innovation by making AI a top priority in agency budgets, hoping this would spark the next wave of groundbreaking technologies and keep the U.S. ahead of global competitors. Another major focus was on giving researchers access to the vast troves of federal data and powerful computing resources, absolutely essential for AI's data-hungry algorithms to learn and improve. The U.S. government holds enormous data sets, from weather patterns to public health records. Unlocking these for AI research was like opening a well-stocked pantry to hungry chefs, providing the raw ingredients for innovation. Setting technical standards for AI was also a key part of the plan, aiming to ensure that American industries would benefit most from new rules and frameworks. By taking the lead in defining how AI should work, the U.S. could shape the global market, giving its companies a crucial edge over international rivals. This leadership would make it easier for American firms to sell AI products abroad, especially in the face of rising competition from countries like China, which is also investing heavily in AI. The American AI Initiative had its merits, aiming to position the U.S. as a true leader in the next technological revolution and keep American innovation at the forefront. However, as with any ambitious plan, the real challenge was in the execution and ensuring all the moving parts worked together. Coherence and follow-through would be key to turning these shiny promises into real-world results. Trump's AI plan embraced deregulation, aiming to remove barriers to innovation. The idea was to let companies experiment without bureaucratic red tape, fostering a digital frontier. While appealing, this approach risked ignoring the need for regulations that protect consumers and ensure fairness. Unregulated AI could lead to biased algorithms, unsafe autonomous vehicles, and privacy erosion. The challenge was balancing rapid innovation with safety and ethics. The plan's focus on deregulation risked overlooking the importance of thoughtful rules, A smart AI strategy requires moving in the right direction, not just fast. Public trust and ethical development are crucial for AI's future. Simply removing regulations could lead to public backlash and hinder AI's acceptance. A balanced approach is needed to foster innovation while safeguarding society. The Trump administration publicly stated its intention to attract the world's best and brightest minds in artificial intelligence, hoping to secure America's leadership in this critical field. Yet, at the same time, it implemented restrictive immigration policies that made it much harder for international talent to enter or remain in the country. The global race for AI dominance is fundamentally about attracting the sharpest minds, not just building faster computers or smarter algorithms. Drawing in global talent, students, researchers, and skilled professionals from every corner of the world is absolutely crucial for innovation and progress. However, policies that made it more difficult for international students to study, work, or build their futures in the US, and for skilled workers to secure visas or permanent residency, directly undermined this ambitious goal. For decades, the United States has been a beacon for global talent, drawing innovators and dreamers who fuel its technological edge. But in recent years, hostile rhetoric, increased visa denials, and mounting bureaucratic hurdles have pushed many talented individuals to look elsewhere. Countries like Canada and the UK, with their more welcoming immigration policies and open arms, have become increasingly attractive destinations for these innovators. As a result, the US risks losing its competitive edge in AI and technology as talent flows to friendlier shores. This contradiction between stated goals and actual policy revealed a lack of coherence and strategic vision in the administration's approach. In the global race for talent, a clear, consistent, and welcoming message is absolutely essential to attract the best minds. When the US sends mixed signals, it only strengthens competitors like China, who are eager to welcome global talent and invest heavily in AI. To truly lead in AI, the US must adopt a consistent, open, and forward-thinking strategy that values and welcomes international expertise. Attracting and retaining top talent isn't just a policy choice, it's a strategic necessity for maintaining leadership in the AI era. The Trump administration's trade wars, especially with China, disrupted global supply chains. Tariffs aimed to protect American industries but increased costs for US tech companies. The interconnected global economy means tariffs hurt American firms relying on international components. This made American products more expensive and less competitive globally. The policy intended to help American industry ended up hindering the tech sector. It pushed China to accelerate its own tech self-sufficiency, strengthening its position. The trade war served as a wake-up call for China, encouraging domestic tech development. The strategy was both painful and counterproductive, weakening the U.S. competitive edge. A more nuanced approach is needed to balance protectionism with global collaboration. The future of AI leadership requires strategic partnerships, not isolationist policies. While the US debated its AI strategy, China moved forward with a coordinated state-driven approach. China's next-generation AI development plan aims to make it the world leader by 2030. The plan includes massive funding, national labs, and AI-focused industrial parks. Military-civil fusion integrates private tech with state and military use, creating powerful synergy. China's vast data resources and looser privacy laws give it a significant advantage. This edge in data has propelled China in areas like facial recognition and natural language processing. The US system, with its free market energy, can seem disorganized compared to China's focused march. China's model has weaknesses, but its unified effort is formidable. Competing with China requires a coherent and serious strategy from the US. The challenge is leveraging America's strengths while addressing its strategic gaps. In the AI race, trust is as crucial as strength. Technology needs global adoption, and trust in the creator is key. The America First approach created a global trust deficit, alienating allies. Countries prefer partners that respect international norms and shared values. The U.S. unilateral actions made it seem unreliable, pushing allies to hedge bets. China capitalized on this, expanding its technological influence through strategic outreach. Building a global coalition for ethical AI should be a cornerstone of US strategy. The US and allies share values that can counter China's techno-authoritarianism. Setting international AI standards that protect privacy and uphold human rights is essential. Rebuilding trust and leading a coalition requires diplomacy and collaboration. To win the AI race, the US must be the world's preferred partner, not just the strongest. A better AI strategy for the US involves collaboration, not just competition. Government, industry, and academia must work together, with sustained federal investment in AI research. Winning the global talent war requires reversing counterproductive immigration policies. The US should welcome top talent, offering clear paths to citizenship for skilled workers. Leading a global alliance for responsible AI is crucial, setting standards for privacy and ethics. Building a coalition with democracies creates a powerful counterweight to China's model. Smart regulation, not just deregulation, builds public trust and guides AI development. Rules preventing AI misuse are prerequisites for progress, not barriers. By leading in ethical AI, the US can turn a potential weakness into a strength. A coherent strategy leverages America's strengths and addresses its weaknesses. The future of AI leadership depends on collaboration, innovation, and trust. We're at a critical juncture. Decisions today will shape global leadership in AI. The Trump administration's approach showed one path, but it was undermined by contradictions. The question isn't whether to compete, but how. Will the US continue with nationalist rhetoric or choose collaboration and innovation? America's strengths lie in its private sector, universities, and ability to attract talent. To beat China, the US must become a better version of itself, not mimic China's model. Doubling down on research, welcoming talent, and rebuilding alliances are key. Leading in ethical AI reflects democratic values and requires political courage. The future of AI is a shared one, and the US must choose its path wisely. The choice will define not just technology's future but the world's.